Is it working? Looks like it's working. Hello everyone. Let me know if this is actually working. Somebody said that the link wasn't active. So let me know if you're getting on. Anybody there? I know there is a delay a little bit sometimes. Oh, it looks like people are coming on. Hello everyone. Do let me know if you can hear and see me. Somebody has just messaged me saying that the link wasn't working. So just checking. Maybe it's not working, huh? Well, thank you for being here. If you can hear me and see me, and thank you as always for your amazing beingness on the planet and your commitment to this coming together in connectedness and coming together with yourself and taking time with the presence that you are. So I think what I'll do, it doesn't look like this is working. If you're catching this video, I'm gonna go live on Facebook. Oh, here, hello. Oh, thank you, Ella. So it's working. Okay, good. Okay, I was just about to go over to do a live on Facebook. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you. I just ran home from the Nile because we have a big event here, the inaugural Avenue of the Sphinx, where in ancient times there was a road connecting the temple of Karnak with the temple of Luxor, and they would have reenacted every year the powerful ceremony of the Opet, which was bringing Amun and his beloved consort Mut, and yes, possibly the divine child Honsu, from Karnak temple to Luxor temple. So it was a huge celebration, usually coinciding with inundation. So celebration of the inundation and the harvest. So it feels like something very powerful has been done. There were some discrepancies as to what would it look like, and nobody was actually allowed to go. So it was a whole televised production, and only certain, I want to say probably 20 dignitaries were invited. And so there was a bit of we were wondering what was being reenacted, but it feels like whatever it is that you held as sacred and awareness and consciousness and your ability to be powerful in this timeline has, I feel, opened up a potential for the future on this meridian line. If you haven't heard me talk about the golden meridian, we are sitting right here. We're sitting on the golden meridian, and this is an ancient earth energy grid. So before it is an energy, a telluric energy, it is a grid on planet Earth, which has to do with harmonics and geometry. It has to do with icosahedron and mapped out not only by later scholars and geomancers and I want to say scientists, but it was mapped out with this particular meridian crossing the whole of East Africa. And in every point that this meridian crosses, so this is a line, this is a grid dividing the earth, as I said, in a sacred geometry structure, which is representing life. Excuse me, my cough keeps going. Where was I? So the golden meridian was also known as Zep Tepi. In ancient Egypt, this meant the first time. So potentially, this is the cradle of humanity and the first point. And you have to think bigger. So it is a grid. It's a sacred geometry grid on planet Earth, which coincides with telluric energies, which coincides with waterways, which are also carrying immense energy, which also coincides with the ancient, wise, highly evolved civilization building points all across this meridian, all across Africa. You know that we have a lot of temples in Egypt and particularly here. So you see where I'm going with this, particularly here in Luxor, where many temples have been built, many structures which are sacred geometry built on those points on the grid. So there are there's not enough time to explain the difference, but there are earth energies and ley lines and yes, flows of energy of earth. And now I'm talking, as well as that, I'm talking about a grid. So on this grid that carries the energy all through East Africa, the whole of Africa, it also hits where Giza, where the pyramids were built. And that would have been the first point, the first nodal point of the sacred geometry grid. Yes, and then it goes all the way down to the Great Zimbabwe, to Adam's calendar, the White Lions of Timbavati. So, you know, I am offering a trip to Africa to connect to those points. So it's not an accident that we are holding highest frequency on planet Earth, and this event is happening right here on the nodal point, and it feels very much that this reenactment has expanded, let's call it expanded. It could be so many things, but it has given the ability to expand consciousness. You know, we are here on a voyage through consciousness. So consciousness of the earth, consciousness of electromagnetics, consciousness of our body technology, and so on and so on. So consciousness and our ability to tune, and whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Feel it. Feel whatever is happening, and thank you for being here. I don't like to put words or labels on evolution, because it's happening and we all have our own way of explaining it. And this is one of the whys of this 3 minutes, so that it becomes your own felt embodiment becoming. I'll stop now. I'll see you in the field, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Ila, for your comment. Reenacting the act of creation. Yes, very much so, because the temple of Karnak, Amun-Re and his consort Mut, she is the primordial waters. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And Finn wanted to join us today. Thank you all so much. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for remembering and knowing that we're powerful. I'll see you all tomorrow. So much love, you guys. Something amazing has happened today, and I am grateful to all of you. Much, much love.